So you've just got back from clamming. You've got a few clams, like these, and you don't know what to do with them to get them ready to eat. First of all, you sort them into type. I've got these three varieties here. The Noodles Heart Cockle. You can determine it's a cockle because it has these long ridges along it, and it has this scalloping on the edge, and it is somewhat shaped like a heart when you turn it sideways. This can be cooked whole, or steamed whole that is, and is ready to go as is. This is a native littleneck clam. This is like the cockle, ready to go. It has some very light ridges along it, but not nearly as profound as on here. And it is somewhat rounded. This is a butter clam. This is the most popular clam in the Northwest. It is the best clam for making chowder. If it's a small clam, you can get away with just cooking it whole, but if it's not a small clam, you will have to butcher it as shown to get it ready to be able to eat. So I'll do that for you. You'll start with a small knife, typically something skinny and flexible, and you'll need a spoon as well. So you've got your clam, and this end is the head, this is the foot, or the neck that is, and you start by putting your knife right in the foot and pressing it against the shell as shown. You cut the abductor muscle, which is right there, and you see it already popped open a little bit. Then you turn it around and do the same thing on the neck side. There's an abductor muscle right here. You put the knife in against the shell and cut it as shown, and the clam will pop open. You take your knife, you run it along the shell and remove the mantle, which is this bit right here. I'm going to do a little bit more. Then you can force the shell open. There's the neck, there's the foot, there's the mantle, and there's the two abductor muscles. You then remove the bottom mantle from the shell. And you've got your meat and your shell. If you want to save extra meat, you can use a spoon to scrape the extra abductor muscle off of the shell. Although it's only a small amount of meat, it'll build up over time if you have your limit of clams. So you have your main clam body here. First, you remove the foot and the stomach from the rest of the body, like so. You have your abductor muscles, the mantle, and the neck, the foot, and the stomach. You cut off the stomach and discard or save it for bait. There's all sorts of entrails, so you split open the foot, like so. Squeeze out all the goopy bits, like that. Discard. Then you've got yourself the cleaned foot. The abductor muscles are ready to go. Cut off the neck. Remove any goopy bits from the mantle. That looks pretty good. Remove the dark bit from the end of the neck. Then there's these two holes here. You put your knife into one and split the neck open in case there's any sand in there. This one's pretty clean, but there usually is sand inside of them. And there is the finished meat from butter clam. Now that you know how to do it, you can go and do it yourself. Have a nice day.